A narcissistic cop falsely accused me and ruined my life. I had to fly up to upstate New York, small town in the middle of nowhere, to celebrate a offspring's 18th. On the last day, after spending hours in the mall, I get pulled over for failure to signal. The rather large, husky, Bull Dyke, local PD asked for my license and went back to her patrol car. After 15 minutes, she immediately comes to my window and asks me to step out of the car and do a sobriety check. I ask what on earth prompted this. She said, "It sounds like you're on something." I replied, "Have you and I spoken before?" She said no, because I was upset on how this was going. I guess she didn't like it. She claimed my DL was suspended in a state I don't even live in. Then claimed I was driving under the influence of prescription drugs. Huh? I willingly gave my blood sample to prove my innocence later. I bailed myself out and in a few hours I was out and waiting for my flight back home. I made the mistake of getting an attorney ASAP when there was no need. After months of doing nothing and lying to me about where the heck the blood lab report was, I decided to cut him loose and salvage whatever money was left from the $3,000 retainer. It was $189. The next attorney I got confirmed the blood report was provided just a few weeks after the arrest. On the day of my Zoom court first appearance, she called once and then when I called back, she didn't pick up the phone. I missed the court date and a warrant was issued. The third attorney tried like hell to scare me by saying a small trace of my sleeping pill showed up as exiting my body and it was illegal. I was in big trouble and should take the plea bargain, which was a joke. I never heard from him again until a year later I was told to contact my last attorney. He called back, yelled at me and said he wasn't my attorney and hung up. WTF? It later was revealed that the cop no longer worked there, there was no national warrant issued, and this whole thing was part of a sadistic narcissist ex-wife who cleaned the courthouse at nights for her only other source of income other than mine. So now, after all this, I'm looking for a good attorney to squash this bogus charge and sue for this, that and the other thing.